Whether you stumbled upon a barn find, inherited a project car, or you just bought a car off of Craigslist, the problem is you can't find a VIN number on the vehicle anywhere. So now what? Is it possible to title the car at all, or are you just wasting your time? I'm Kanan from Dirt Legal, and today we're going to outline the steps you want to take with a vehicle that doesn't seem to have a VIN number. The vehicle identification number, otherwise known as the VIN, is basically the serial number of your vehicle. It's used to identify more than just cars and trucks, as motorcycles, mopeds, and even scooters have VIN numbers. Now, the modern format of the VIN number was introduced back in 1954, but those early VIN numbers are far different from what we see today. Back then, manufacturers were left to their own devices to come up with VIN numbers, and well, they were pretty creative, and most of them nowadays are very hard to find in the modern VIN tracking system. You may find the early VINs, especially those from foreign countries or vehicles imported, aren't going to work very well in the modern tracking system either. In 1981, a new standard was brought about by the NHTSA, the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, otherwise you might hear it known as NHTSA. It required that any roadworthy vehicle needed a 17-character identification number. Now, the 17 characters, in order to reduce confusion, cannot contain the letter I, the letter O, or the letter Q. So if you've got a car or you're looking at a car that is made prior to 1981, you might be confused by the VIN association. It's not going to follow the 17-letter character. So the first step in this process is to take every effort available to find the VIN number if it is on the vehicle. If the car comes with a title, it should have the vehicle identification number, or the VIN, printed on it. And you might be able to look in the glove box to see if there's any old service receipts that may also contain the VIN number. They could be left in the glove box, under a seat, or in a packet if you bought somebody's barn find. Now, beyond that, you may be able to find it on various body panels, and maybe stamped, or could be even on the engine or transmission itself. And you also find that classic cars sometimes have build sheets that have been left by line operators. You might find it under the carpet or around the back seat area. And lastly, if you're not sure where the VIN marking could be, you could look online, use your favorite search browser, look up where the locations should be, or you can contact a local or national car club that deals specifically with what you have, and they may be able to help you with where the VIN number should be. So now that you know how to find the VIN and what it should look like, what if you actually can't find one? The question is it missing everywhere, or is it only missing from one place? If you have the VIN number on the car, but you don't have it on any paperwork, the easy answer is you just need new paperwork. You need to go down to your local DMV, register, and title the vehicle appropriately, and that way they'll get new paperwork for you. Or if you still have trouble with the DMV, you can turn it over to experts like us at Dirt Legal, and we'll handle the mess for you. Now, if you find that your VIN number is on the paperwork but not on the actual vehicle itself, well, that is another area to correct. Your first step is to confirm and try to verify that the number you have is actually correct for your car. Be sure to run it through our VIN check before you go any further. That way you don't waste your time looking for a VIN number or anything else and wasting it. You can be sure by running it through our VIN check service to make sure the VIN you have is correct for the car. This will tell you the VIN number does actually match the make, model, and type of car that you have. It should also tell you some of the details about the car that you may already know, helping to confirm the fact that you do have the right number for your vehicle. Now, once you do that, you'll want to try and get a replacement VIN tag. Many states already have processes in place to get one, so you can just contact your local DMV or a third-party company to see what options you have available at this point. Now, it might not seem important if you think you can register the vehicle without the VIN number, but a missing VIN number can cause serious problems down the line if there's ever theft or an accident with the vehicle itself. Now, something else to consider is that you might not need a title at all. Some states don't require a title for vehicles of a certain age and older. Sometimes the cutoff year is something specific like 1986. Other times that the vehicle just needs to be 20 or 25 years old. If your state does this, you're just going to need a bill of sale, a couple extra forms, and appropriate fees with the proof of residency, and then your DMV will be happy to register a vehicle for you. If you search high and wide for the VIN for your vehicle, there's no paperwork, you can't find a VIN number anywhere on it. There's unfortunately probably nothing that can be done to get this vehicle back on the road. But there may be one exception to that. If this is a hot rod, a home built, or a kit car, there may be some options available. We offer a service to specifically title and register kit cars, homemade cars, and custom vehicles. Check out the link in the description of the video for more information on that service. As enthusiasts ourselves, we work with people every day who want to make their street legal dreams a reality. So be sure to contact us to explore every option available to you. Now that's only going to work for heavily customized vehicles. So if you're a regular person with a normal car, you're going to need a VIN number to get it registered. Plain and simple. So if you see a vehicle that is advertised that seems to be missing the VIN number, you should probably steer clear of it and find something else. Again, it's a little different if it's a classic car, but if it's a modern vehicle and it's missing the VIN number, that should be an immediate red flag. You should steer clear of it. But in the rare cases that you do decide to buy it, be sure to get a lot of documentation to go with the sale. Remember, it's not a bad idea to call your local authorities to make sure that a vehicle fitting the description of what you're about to buy hasn't been reported stolen. Just be sure to have the seller write you a bill of sale, include all the documentation needed, personal information, sale price, date, and anything they can include on the situation of why it is missing the VIN number. Because you don't want to be suspected of stealing a car, which is often the case if a modern vehicle is completely missing the VIN numbers. If you find a modern car that is seen to be missing the VIN numbers, you have to ask why. It's no longer just a simple stamp on the engine bay or the pillar. A lot of times they are stamped into the body panels. It could be on the engine, transmission, transaxle. They are a lot of places, and if they're missing, you have to ask why that is. A VIN number really shouldn't go missing under any circumstances. And just remember, whatever the situation, you can't swap one VIN number to another vehicle. That's called VIN swapping, and in every state, it is absolutely illegal. Remember, Dirt Legal specializes in fixing title problems of any shape and size. We ask that you contact us at the link in the description of the video, at our 1-800 number, or you can contact us via email at orders@dirtlegal.com. This will give us a chance to have a no obligation chat to make sure that our services are going to match the needs you have for your vehicle. We're here to help you get all your paperwork squared away and get you back on the road. And just remember, unless you have a kit car, a homemade car, or a highly customized hot rod, and it doesn't have a VIN number, there's probably nothing we can do to help you. We'll see you next time.